Hello, welcome to Talk Haunted to Me. I'm Chris.
And I'm Chris.
And we're joined by Kat and Michelle. And we're going to talk HAUNTLANTA 2025. How are y'all doing?
We're doing all right. Good. Staying out of trouble so far.
That's all you can ask, right? No, all right, never mind. Well, yeah, all you can do is stay out of trouble or not get caught. That's the only two options, right?
Shoot for number two.
Yeah. All right. So the big thing about this is we want to talk about HAUNTLANTA in general, and get a little bit on the background of everything. Your background on what got you started doing these kind of events, or what the idea for HAUNTLANTA in general. So, can you give us a little history on HAUNTLANTA and what to expect this year?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, it started a long time ago, around 2016, 2017, a concept of just doing fandom-based events. I was looking into, conventions, starting a small business. I'm a small business owner, and I was teaching my kids like how to create a small business. And so they're very theatrical, and we used to watch The Walking Dead. So came up with a concept because people for conventions, they're really big. And I did a lot of research, and people save for a year, and it's kind of a one-shot deal. So the original concept was actually smaller events. And I ended up moving to Sonoy, getting to know kind of the local community. And before I could move here, ended up helping friends start kind of a Walking Dead concept. And that's where I met Michelle. And so we came up with a concept to focus on paranormal. We love each other. And of course, as luck would have it, hit COVID. So we started our first event. We had to pivot. We went to virtual activities and had some success with, having people get entertained with trivia nights and things like that, because we were all in our houses. And then as it became that we could go outside, we found a venue. I mean, venues weren't even opening yet. And kind of got locked in. As it turned out, there was that third variant. So we had a really good show, met a lot of fantastic people, and vendors, volunteers, attendees, and guests alike were like, you have to do this again. So, we found Lanier Islands, who we've been working with, and have put together another show. Over the last 4 years in the economy, people are kind of coming out again, spending money on entertainment, but we strove to have a place where we could just have a little bit more intimacy with our favorite characters and meet our favorite actors. We have a horror concept this time, which we didn't have before. Have I missed anything?
Oh, man.
I know I'm talking a lot, so I wanted to make sure Michelle say that. But yeah, we're really excited to, meet fans. We just love horror. We love paranormal. And when we met the paranormal community, just kind of fell in love with people, and wanted to try, and do it again to create a show that folks would love and come and enjoy.
Awesome. Yeah, there's good communities in the paranormal world.
Yeah.
So you said you're big Walking Dead fans. Are you allowed to say who your favorite characters are?
I mean, are you allowed? Yeah. My favorite characters were Negan and Daryl.
Okay. Yeah, those are two of the tops, right? I think that's probably 1, 2, depending on who you. Yeah. Michelle, do you have your favorites?
I think I'm gonna say Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually
loved that show. Yeah.
I actually had a sticker on my car, or magnet, that said Team Daryl, because I used to be.
I have a picture as opposed to like the meme. It says, "He's my husband, but he doesn't know it yet."
There you go. You have to travel to France now, I think, right?
Was it also next to your Team Jacob sticker, also to the right?
Fair enough. Yeah. No. I was what was the sister with the psychic ability for that show? The Twilight stuff.
Yeah.
Ashley
Green, I think, is the actual actress. I cannot remember her name is, but yeah,
I couldn't tell you the character.
her.
Oh, Ashley Green.
I know who you mean. Yeah, that was my favorite sister.
Yeah.
Who could see the future. Yeah.
So
I want to say Emma, but I don't know if that's right.
That's not right.
Yeah.
She was with Jackson Rathborn. Was her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, so you mentioned you love the paranormal and stuff. Is there any particular thing that's might have gave you some belief in the paranormal? Any particular experience or anything that you've had happen? There's a wide range of experiences. So
yeah, we were talking earlier. Only thing that ever happened to me once is I had two family members, and this is when I was very young. But they say young people are a little bit more open to things, and I had family members who passed away, and I knew before, I was told. So they came kind of in a dream and said goodbye or whatever. And in one case, I was overseas, and it was an uncle who passed away here. So that happened to me, but nothing since. But I'm fascinated by it because I think that, it's kind of like saying we're the only people on the planet or in the universe, right? There's probably other life. So the idea of dimensions and things like that, I just find very interesting. Mm-hmm. And I like to watch other people ghost hunt. I'm not sure I really want to be there and encounter anything, but I do love, the discussions and the adventures that people have when they do that.
Yeah. There's definitely I don't know if I'd say acquired taste, but definitely a certain person who will definitely go out and hunt paranormal, and other people that just like to watch from afar. So
yeah, that's me. I'm watching from afar with the camera.
Yeah.
We
got a special guest.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. I have three. They're outside for the moment. So
we have neighbors in the rooster, so
yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's important work. I get it. My dog's the same way. So my wife doesn't ever want to go paranormal anything, doesn't want to go anywhere near it. But both my kids are obsessed with watching shows, and they're really begging me to take them on an investigation. Told them they have to wait till a little older. One's 11. He's getting close. I might take him on like a guided Savannah tour, but my 4-year-old is more obsessed than anybody else. So
I started really getting into it when Ghost Hunters started.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on Sci-Fi way back then. And then I watched something called Paranormal State and started watching Chip Coffey, who I adore. And, just those shows for me, they were new at the time, right? So, I was obsessed, like just always wanted to see the next level and what they were going to find. And just became, really a fan of it. Now I watch all of it.
So. Tell us a little more about like what to expect at this year's HAUNTLANTA. Any like special attractions, events, just a little bit about it.
Got a lot of lectures with the talent. Added a couple more today. And so they're all 1-hour slots. You have to have a ticket for them. There's going to be one person, and that's going to be the only time. She's only doing a gallery reading for 30 people.
Okay.
And that's Marilyn Bast. But all of them have such great stories to tell. During Shane Pittman and Dave Schrader's lecture, they're going to be doing live auctions of items donated from everybody from The Walking Dead on up to raise money for Tunnel to Tower. So during their lecture here and there, they're just going to start doing live auctions of whatever items that have been donated by the guests for this year's event.
Yeah, so we're trying to just create like a very fun atmosphere. We'll have music during the day. We're trying to create kind of a very haunted feel when you come in to the main hall. We'll have, just like Michelle said, these workshops and lectures are part of the activities. We have meet and greets. During the day, the day activities, vendors and things like that. The schedules are the same every day, about 11 to 5, so people can manage their time, and then we give folks a break, and then we have some night activities. This year there's going to be a lunar eclipse. So we're going to look at the blood moon, which I think is a perfect timing for, a paranormal event. And we're going to have, supernatural St. Patty's Day, put a spin on it. Hopefully people will dress up and be kind of a spooky leprechaun or something like that. We'll have, giveaways and dancing and the night activities. Aaron Sagers is going to host a couple of games and celebrity panels. We're going to have one night that's also, just ghost stories. We try and make those kind of intimate. Like if you've got a ghost story you want to tell, it's mingling with our invited guests and, just sharing their experiences in a more casual kind of dinner and drinking atmosphere. And then, we've always wanted to expand into horror. So we have HAUNTLANTA Horror this year. So we have some great actors from The Walking Dead, Seth and Iron E, and a few others as well. So we're trying to make a mix, that of activities and fun things to do. And we're also supporting Tunnels to Towers. Michelle and I are both military brats. And that's one of our passions, to kind of give back to that community. I really like what that organization stands for. And so part of the auction and other activities are going to be to give towards that organization as well.
And if you can't make it, there's a link on our website where you can donate directly to them to help out with our efforts.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like a really good event. I did see it seems very like more intimate. So that seems really good, that it's going to be, a lot more like a lot of the larger venues or a lot larger conferences and stuff. They tend to, there's so many people, it doesn't seem like you really get to.
Gets to be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
Our
get to.
main, I don't know, like kind of mission, I guess you might say, is we want our invited guests, our volunteers, our vendors, and ticket buyers to all have a good time, that it's a shared, excellent experience across the board. Don't want it to feel like business. And we try and come up with unique ideas, so it's not kind of a cookie cutter, experience either in terms of going to a convention. So, we have a website. We also take, email us at the customer service and give us ideas of things that you would love to see and how we can grow going forward. We already have people, and we haven't even done it yet, who are like, please do this again. And we're so excited to think, hear what you come up with next year, which is really, we're thankful for, because it's tough, to put together something like this that people will enjoy. And
you're going to notice the different, it's not just horror and this, all kinds of just vendors of all kinds that just, one does this and that, and it doesn't all, it's the mixture is fantastic. The variety of vendors and their products is just great.
Yeah, I like it. The fact that y'all are doing it, because what we've noticed just through the years, especially when it comes to trying to do investigations and stuff outside of just the podcast world, is we are in a, I guess, below the Bible Belt kind of scenario, and there seems to be a stigma with that. So a lot of people who are into the paranormal or even into horror, just, there's not as much opportunity. Like if you were to look for something in Ohio or something, there's like probably 1,000 events going on, but we don't really get that here. So what you're doing is really awesome.
And I live in Minneapolis, so I live kind of by Dave Schrader, and he puts on a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah.
Out in the area, and there's supposedly a lot of haunted areas out there, so you never know. HAUNTLANTA might go on the road.
Hey, there you go.
That'd be cool.
Well, I'm a huge pun person, dad jokes, all that kind of stuff. So the fact that when I saw HAUNTLANTA, I was like, oh, this is great. Like,
yeah, that just popped into my head, and I was like, oh, we got to try this. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I actually had an experience together.
All right, now this is a haunted show, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to remember. Oh yes. Okay, yeah. Tell that story.
My mom had just recently passed away, and Kat came up to visit. Was it for my birthday? It was for my birthday last year in August, because we were going to the Metallica show.
Right.
And so she came up for the weekend, and I had just gotten my mom's ashes in the mail. a couple days before she came, and I just could not open them by myself because it's me and my 3 huskies. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. So Kat was there, and I opened it up, and I put came in on a little like a shadow box shelf, and put it back in there with a couple things from my mom, and in her picture, and her and I were talking about my little sister and how she's getting along. I said I need to call her, and talking about just the basic family drama.
Yeah.
And my mom's from Brazil. So in Brazil, they have like these silver and gold metal straws that they drink their tea with. You don't get the leaves inside. My mom had a really special one. So it was way in the back in the corner. Her ashes were there. Her picture was there. And Kat and I were probably about, 3-4 feet away?
She basically was talking about should she call her sister and kind of talking about stuff and what she needed to do. And then, yeah.
Out of nowhere, that metal straw came flying out and landed on the table where Kat and I were sitting. I mean, it just shot out.
I forgot about that.
And I was just like, Kat is like, we hear you, Ruth. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
great,
I was
Mom.
like, your mama just told you, call your sister.
And then no sooner those words come out of my mouth, it said, okay, I'll call her right now. The phone rang, and it was Jennifer.
Sister.
We both sat there going, and it was wedged.
Yeah. It wasn't like it could just fall out.
Right.
Yeah.
The shadow box of the shell's about this deep. So it was over here. It was in the corner. And then my mom's ashes were in front of it. And her picture and she liked to collect, elephants, a little brass elephant. So, nothing else moved. It just came right out. I mean, it flew out of it.
That's
like
that's a definite yes. You should call. That's way better than one of those magic 8 balls.
Oh my God. I was for like days.
I was like, call your freaking sister.
It was crazy. I mean, we talk about it. That was almost been a year now. We're just like, we're still talking about it.
Yeah. Wow. It's pretty impressive. This morning, my house is possibly haunted. I'll say
possibly.
That. Well, a lot of stuff happened, but this morning I yelled because I couldn't find my daughter's dress this morning. I was like I was like, why is there nothing in here? And I yelled, and all of a sudden the lights in the hallway started flickering. I was like, okay, sorry, my bad. What I meant to say was I cannot lower my voice.
You guys?
Well, yeah.
It's my turn to ask you questions now.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Sure.
Where are you guys from?
Very bossy.
I know, right? We're from the West Georgia area, so I'm like 5 minutes outside of Alabama, basically. And then he's pretty close to Sonoya.
Oh,
like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, straight down 16, essentially. So,
yeah.
I actually went. I was down. We both do IT work. But I was working for a company, and we had a couple of people in Sonoya that we would go down and work or on their devices. And I went down, and it was during the seasons with the governor. Governor and stuff like that. So driving by downtown Sonoya, I have to go down. Like you have to do a detour because you can't go through the downtown. And I could see like all the stuff. And I watched Walking Dead at the time. I was like, oh my God.
Crazy, right? Like the whole town was a set. It was wild.
So you guys are both in IT?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You need help.
Uh-oh.
I don't touch anything, but it just breaks.
Oh yeah. Surprising that doesn't happen. I would say
stuff with wires and goes, I know you can fix this.
It happens to me at home. It never happens at work, just at home. It's like I'll come home, I'll touch the router, it turns off. I'm like, can this happen at work?
Why?
Right.
My wife gets mad at me because like if anything goes wrong in the house, like I will procrastinate to not do the IT work because I'm like, I've done it at the office all day. I don't want anything to do with it when I get home. Like I could just live in a tent at this point.
My day job has absolutely nothing to do at all with anything after work.
Yeah.
I prefer not to do anything. I know a lot of my friends, I think you've probably done it too, Swisher, make like they'll build their computers and stuff. They'll like, oh, I want to build a gaming PC. And I'm like, nope, I'm just going to buy it pre-made. I don't really care that much. I've built
it feels just lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a
I'll
fan.
buy the PlayStation.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm all
no
about
assembly
buying stuff.
required.
But my
What
stuff
was-
never works. I
All right.
It works when she opens the box, and it
Yeah.
ends there.
don't know.
Yeah, we're roughly like 2.5 hours from Lake Lanier. He's a little further, I would guess, maybe a little bit more, right?
Oh, great.
Technically,
Okay.
I mean, you're straight,
Yeah.
pretty shot up 85.
Oh yeah.
Not 85, but yeah, I'm a little more to the left, to the left.
Yeah.
I just flew in the morning. I landed
Slide
last night.
Yeah.
I just got here
So-
last night.
Like at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in person, and that you're part of the fun too. You're going to be doing interviews and featuring your show, and interviewing attendees, seeing how people are having fun, and and friends get the word out. The creating these things are not easy, and it's for you to enjoy, and like I said, all the feedback in the world. Let us know what you're looking for, but please come out and check us out. Lake Lanier is beautiful. Even if you come and hang at the convention, you can go see beautiful landscapes, and they've got all kinds of things
Water
going
park.
on.
Don't they have water park?
Yeah.
I do want to say one thing though.
Mhm.
If you get a chance, we have a great artist who has been so good to us and supporting us. His name is Kurt Manley. He designed our logo, and we have 2020 the first and this year we have limited edition event posters. And just wait till you see them. They're crazy good. I mean, last year all the guests were like, we wanted second and third copies so they can send it to their moms.
Yeah, so he captured their essence, like their likeness on. So it's the entire cast that we have for this year's show, and it's really cool. Yeah, and a lot of the guests would buy ticket buyers would buy them, and the guests would sign it. Sorry about the dog. Did not think that through. Door open.
And they're all numbered and signed by the artist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Did we mention the blood moon too? There is a lunar eclipse this year, by the way.
Yeah, you mentioned it a little earlier. I was actually going to ask, like, I don't know directionally how that would work, but seeing that over Lake Lanier would just be
Right?
awesome. Just the reflection
Yeah.
off the lake and stuff. So I'm wondering how that's going to align.
Yeah. The location that we have for all the night activities, it's a
Mhm.
tent on the water. So there's a big patio. So we all can go out and look at the lunar eclipse on Friday and Saturday as well.
That's incredible. Yeah, I think it's going to be
Right?
really awesome.
Fun.
That lake's beautiful anyways. Yeah. Anything else you want to share about the event?
What have we missed?
I don't think you really missed
Make sure
anything.
you visit everybody. Have and there's so much to do for everybody. Kids are welcome. There's lectures. There's, just walk around and have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Take your time. It's not a huge convention like you're used to where you're going to get tired walking, from one side to the other. And we're going to have a tattoo artist there.
Psychic.
The medium's going to be there.
Yeah.
A couple, psychics doing their thing, and artists, and just, go and just check everybody out. Even if, like the gentleman from The Walking Dead, who are great people, and they're very supportive. They came all the way from LA because we're here for you guys.
That's awesome.
So, and everything we can do, and
Yeah, get the word out. Bring a friend. Come have some drinks with us at night.
in my world they're called drank.
Drinks.
Ranks. Okay.
Beverages.
So tell us like how to get in contact, or what the website is and all that real quick.
Sure. It's HAUNTLANTA.com, HAUNTLANTA.com. And that'll just take you to all the information that you need. If you've got questions, there's a customer service email, and, suggestions, ideas. We really want to create an ongoing relationship with the paranormal fan community, right? And also horror. Like I said, we're expanding into HAUNTLANTA horror. We're going to have virtual events after this during the year as well. We have a membership that you can sign up for, where you can get, lots of goodies, a newsletter, and a free virtual event. along with that, different lengths of time for the membership. But yeah, go there and it has everything that you need to know there. But if you have any questions, if you send us an email, we'll get right back to you.
Instagram, Facebook, HAUNTLANTA will be there too.
Awesome. And I'll we'll have that in the description as well in the videos. So everyone, please check that out.
And just remember, it's customer service at FanQuestNation.com.
You'll see it on the website. But yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Yeah, please come out. It's going to be a blast. And if you're unable to, do go to the website still, and then go to the links for Tunnel to Towers Foundation. And if you can throw a little bit towards that, that would be helpful, obviously. But if you can make it to the event too, that would be swell. We'll be there. Goofing off, trying not to cause too much of a ruckus, but enough ruckus, an acceptable amount of ruckus.
There's also a blood drive I forgot to mention.
Oh, we're doing a blood drive too.
Yeah.
Oh, blood drive
will be there.
Wow.
Out front.
Okay. And they're donating to Tunnels to Towers too.
So it's 30. They donate. They give $30 to the person donating blood, and for every donation, then they give $10 to Tunnel to Towers.
Wow.
So
yeah.
It'll be right out in front, Bloodmobile, from the blood connection. They supply all the blood for the Beaufort area hospitals.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, anybody does that, please do that before you start drinking.
Come in and get snacks and gear up for the night. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You can have the cookies and the orange juice. Let's not make that orange juice into a screwdriver before.
Well, also on our website is a link to get a room. So there are rooms available too. If you want to stay the weekend, we have a lot of folks staying, and use that link because it does have a special price for folks coming to HAUNTLANTA.
Yeah, and those rooms are really, really nice. That whole lodge is really, really nice. So lots of great. The pool is really nice too, and it's
really it's a saltwater pool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. And then a fire out there on the evening. Aren't y'all doing one of the events? Has y'all going to use the pit, the fire pit, or are y'all doing?
Well, we were going to, but it got booked. So we're gonna be in the Legacy Pavilion tent all 3 nights. So, also just to make it easier, kind of getting back out into the landscape, trying to draw people in again, just having a very consistent schedule so people can plan around.
But the big heaters out there, the big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll have walls and heaters and
the tent like straight back behind the lodge.
It is right behind the pool.
Weddings there. That's a really nice area.
It almost looks like it's floating on the water.
Yeah.
That's
a really nice area. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will talk to everyone later. We will see y'all in a couple days. Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. It's almost time.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for talking with us. And everyone, check out HAUNTLANTA. And if you can attend, please attend. It's going to be a blast. So hope to see everyone there. And I am Chris.
And I'm also Chris.
Hey. Talk honor to me. Have a great one.